Hey everyone, Ro here, or I guess J-Ro to some of you. I guess get a lot of people who are calling me J-Ro now. I guess it's because of the whole Google Plus first initial and then my tag. I just kind of threw up there. So, yeah, Ro, J-Ro, whichever you prefer. I honestly don't mind. I've kind of gone through most of my life actually being called certain nicknames. Honestly, nobody I really know besides maybe my coworkers call me my actual name. But yeah, most of my friends call me a whole bunch of different nicknames. Actually, one of my group of friends actually called me Taj, a name I considered going by. But you know, there's a Smash player with pretty much a legendary status, so taking the name Taj was I just wouldn't do it out of respect for that player because he's such an iconic Smasher. Everybody knows Taj's name. So yeah, this is gonna be the first week of captured gameplay. I actually thought it wasn't gonna happen. I thought my TV with all the correct inputs was messing up. It actually ended up just being a super old, super piece of junk HDMI cable. Yeah, HDMI. We are playing on an LCD. We've been playing on this TV for years, so I personally don't notice any lag. Chances are there probably is, but I'm really not at a point, nor was I ever at a point where I was able to detect it. Whether it's really noticeable or very minimal, I have honestly no idea, but it doesn't really affect my play. I can definitely notice it on CRTs, the difference, but it's negligible, and it's either honestly capture video or spend another couple $100s on equipment to capture a CRT, which I don't really have the money for. Quick note, if the mic goes blank, that's probably me coughing. I got a little bit of a cough here, so occasionally I might have to, mute the mic so you guys don't have to hear me in a coughing fit. So yeah, this is our first game. The games are basically all, I just kind of picked a bunch. I went for 20 minutes because, like all my other, matches, I tend to ramble about things. I'm going to commentate on some of the matches, or more commentate on the overall view of this. This is my first time watching this, so if this is your first time watching it, yeah, this is me watching my poor gameplay. So, yeah, please be as absolutely critical as you possibly can. I would really like to hear, any sort of constructive criticism. I know I'm bad. I know I'm terrible. I know I'm bad at the game. So we got that out of the way. But if you do want to say I'm bad at the game because I'm dropping L cancels everywhere, that's critical. Tell me that. I need to know. I need to know where. And I want to know. And I want to know, all that kind of stuff. I don't really care about the insults and stuff because, I know how bad I am. I know how good other players are. Yeah, so, we're both fairly rusty, like I said. This is our second time playing. The first time, playing, we're having capture issues. But we only ended up playing for maybe 15-20 minutes, actually, because I ended up getting a work call. Yeah, so we're really rusty. For the most part, he hardly played, occasionally in college, but any of his recent playtime has been in Project M, where he plays Ike, so nothing really translates, at least too well, into this one, because he's looking to play Fox or Marth. Trying to point him towards Fox. He's like I've said before, he's a little scared of Fox because, honestly, when you play players at tournaments and stuff, they probably have quite a bit of space he's practiced, and he doesn't want to just get absolutely wrecked. He thinks that playing Marth will at least prevent him from getting absolutely destroyed / 4-stocked every game. But I think his Fox definitely has more experience, and definitely is a better choice for him. In terms of teams, yeah, he'll probably go Fox or Marth, and I think I'll end up probably going either Falcon or Jigglypuff. It really depends. I have more fun with Falcon, but my Jigglypuff in teams is fairly solid, so I'll probably go with Jigglypuff. Yeah, so basically this is just watching this now, you can kind of see how janky I play. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. I'm kind of worried about playing. Obviously nothing against playing him. I guess it'd be the same playing against anyone who's basically at our skill level. I'm worried more so because I can see it happening now where I'm approaching really poorly, and it's working. And I do it more than once, and I do it repeatedly. So I'm kind of worried that I'm starting to potentially learn some bad habits from playing the way that I do. So I'm really going to start working on learning, I guess, the theory of playing Falco, the percentages, I guess best practice in playing Falco, meaning like when Falco's at 153%, what's the best option? What's the best throw? What's the best way to punish his dash attack? How should I be approaching a fox? Should it be approaching with lasers? I mean, as you can see right now, a lot of players that I was playing with on Smash Online were actually giving tips here and there, and they were saying that basically I need to laser until my B button breaks, because I'm definitely not lasering enough, because it's like the most important approach for Falco. It really gimps a lot of middle tier players, because they get it's so overwhelming just to get completely spammed with it, and it makes approaching very, very difficult. And that's kind of my problem, is I'm not approaching well, and I'm still having a little bit of issues with basically like wave dashing out of shields or any kind of out of shield game. So I'm kind of letting them in very easily, and then giving them all the options in the world to gimp me. I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm having a hard time with Falco. I mean, I've been playing for 10 years now, and I'd say about almost 100% of my gameplay has been devoid of Falco play. I feel like his wave dash is really different. It kind of doesn't feel the same as all the other characters. It almost doesn't feel as smooth, because it's a lot faster and it's a lot more difficult to do. But even a lot of the players that I was playing with online were saying they had a lot of trouble with Falco because his wave dash is really janky. Yeah, as for Smash Online, quick note, I forget what your tag was, but actually I played someone who was a fan of the series, and honestly I can't say how flattering that was to know that there's people out there who are actually watching, who are active in the Smash community, actually know who I am. I mean, you could chalk it up to a small community. Players who are active in playing Smash Online probably frequent the Reddit and stuff where a lot of this will be posted. But nonetheless, I mean, I was extremely flattered, and I honestly couldn't express to him how excellent that is to hear, how much that keeps me producing these videos and stuff. Speaking of producing, if the quality is funny or different or bad, to be honest, I've been experimenting with movie editors. The original one was with the capture card software, which honestly every time I do something it would just freeze or lock up, and I'd have to basically start over from scratch. This is the super high quality Windows Movie Maker, so yeah, if the quality is unfathomable, incredibly good, it's because it's the great team at Microsoft working on this. Yeah, so I mean, back to the critiquing and stuff and the playing. I mean, the one thing I can definitely seem to really notice about how I play is I'm really playing in a very specific way. You can definitely tell my limited knowledge of Falco is showing, and there's very specific, I guess, ways of approaching that I go for. I'm used to playing like a really slow, methodical character. I'm used to playing Jigglypuff, so I'm really used to spacing back airs and approaching slow and playing extremely cautious. Whereas Falco is almost the complete opposite, at least how I'd like to play Falco. Very fast and very kind of all over the place, kind of approaching fast and weaving in and out with the lasers and stuff. So I find what I'm starting to do is that I'm trying to approach with lasers, or at least retreat with lasers, and then I'm thinking of how I want to approach, say, the next my next set of moves. And what I end up doing is I'm putting in my head I want to throw 2 or 3 lasers here, and then by then I'll be at his shield, and then I'll down air his shield and L cancel to shine. And that's great in theory if it works, but what ends up happening is I do 2 lasers and he rolls backwards or rolls forwards out of the way, and then I still execute as if it was was going to happen like it was in my head, and I'm not adjusting as I should be. So I'm definitely noticing a lot of that, a lot of problems that I'm having with execution. I'm definitely dropping a lot of combos and stuff. I'm dropping L cancels like you just saw right there. And one of my biggest problems right now when I play is when I drop something, I get frustrated, and then I try it again. And then I keep going until it looks, halfway decent, or it's just a bad idea to keep doing it. So I'm definitely not playing as well as I should. Granted, I will say that these are friendlies, and there's none of our commentary of us talking while we're playing. So you're gonna see, you'll probably see. I don't know if it's any of these ones, but there's a few matches where we're just kind of, for example, forward tilting each other, or kind of just messing around. Just like you can see right there, we're just kind of forward tilting. It's because like I guess you'd say like I don't know, inside joke, or just you just kind of have to be there. We're talking about killing each other with forward tilts, because one of the players we used to play with, that was basically his like main way to kill was forward tilts and stuff. So when you see stuff like that, like it's definitely something I shouldn't be doing, but generally there's a context to really stupid stuff that I'm doing. So yeah, it's a bad idea, but yeah, definitely I mean to do it to a certain extent. So, I mean, I hope that what we are planning, well, at least what I'm planning on doing is at least get more serious matches, less on these, these melee online or these modded stages, and do more neutral stages, and maybe even work on doing one-stock matches to kind of, feel like the stakes are a little higher, because we definitely, when we play, we tend to play very lax. We're kind of, talking the whole time, just, chatting for the most part. Because I guess for the most part, him going is a lot more fun. Is a lot more for fun. It's definitely more for fun for me, but I'm definitely on a different level in terms of how much effort and how much time I want to put into this. Where like he's going and entertaining me in terms of playing all the time, but I definitely want to get a lot better, and I want to put a lot of time into this. So I'm definitely hoping that that can happen, and I'm hoping that as I get better, he'll get better, and then we'll eventually, we'll be able to bounce off each other, and it'll eventually practice won't be just me, fiddling around against the level 1 CPU, and we'll be able to have some sort of match where the whole entire match isn't a basically something worth laughing at. Because I know if I was watching this and I didn't know who I was, I would probably skip over the video, because the players just aren't that good. And that's one of the tough things that it's one of the reasons why I'm doing this series, is because I'd like to watch my own videos and kind of appreciate the gameplay. I have a nice moment here or there, but to be honest, it's probably because he's not DIing properly, or it's just pure luck. But there are short glimpses of at least me. I say that as like a wave shine spiked. Some glimpses of that I have some sort of knowledge of the character. One thing I'm really starting to enjoy that I thought I wouldn't is Melee Online. I really thought I was going to play it very rarely, but it's kind of helping bridge the gap for me, especially in playing locally, doing the random trials and stuff to get good at tech skill and stuff. It's kind of, when I play my friend here, this is kind of getting used to playing locally, getting used to, the feel of the game, the feel of Falco on a basically lagless system. But what it translates for Smash Online with me is I'm always playing players that are, I'd say, a good bit better than me. So I'm really starting to learn, let's say, like spacing is really important online, and adapting quickly, because there's a lot of games, and they're always, the players, online always play extremely seriously. They're always playing to win, which really helps, because I learn spacing much faster online, because the players definitely exploit it way more than my friend does, because of our current skill level. So yeah, I hope to get some Smash Online games up. I'm having a little issues with the capturing on the Smash Online, just because I'll probably end up getting XSplit or something, just so I can narrate while I play. I've considered the whole live streaming thing, but at the moment, for the most part, I'm trying to stay fairly anonymous in the Smash world. I don't mind people obviously knowing my tag, but like I said, I'm kind of fresh in the community. I'm sure some people have seen me at the tournaments I've gone to over the time, but I kind of prefer to stay I'd like people to, at least when I go to the tournament, for as laughable as it is, like some sort of dramatic effect to those who know who I am, or at least watch the series, watch, say, the stream of KTR, 3, and be able to see me and be like, oh, I've seen the progression of him and stuff, and that's who he is, and that's what he looks like and stuff. So, whether it's more paranoia or it's for dramatic effect, I don't know, but that's where I'm at now. But I mean, if you're a East Coast, North Jersey area player, I'd be more than happy to play it. Or if you play Smash Online, I'd be more than happy to play you. So, the one thing I'm definitely going to say in a lot of these videos is I really want people to, like I've said, tell me what I'm doing wrong. You can say I'm terrible, but at least follow up, like I said, the I'm terribles with some sort of critique, like don't just wait on the edge like that, or refresh this, or make sure when you're edge guarding Ganondorf that he's gonna go high, or when you're playing Marth, how to approach and stuff like that. I don't honestly. I know that people are gonna be like you're bad and you're never gonna be good and stuff. That's just the nature of the internet. But it'd be cool if those are followed up with some insightful looks into what I can improve, because that's kind of what I'm going for these. I'm kind of hoping the players of this, or at least the people who watch this are notably better than me and can at least help me improve in some way. So yeah, I mean that's really kind of the gist of everything that's going on and what's going on with these. I hope to get a little bit better commentary down, a little bit more focused on my abilities. I'll probably do that more so with one match. I kind of scrunched all these together because I wanted to, like usual, just kind of monologue the entire time. This is the last match of the night. I think the last week I ended up doing a 3 out of 5 in the last matches, and I kind of shit the bed in the matches. I have a hard time with Marth. I used to have a buddy who played Marth. He only really knew how to wave dash, and he just spaced really well. So I never really learned the Marth matchup too well. Just kind of, I guess, when you, like I said, when you play bad players, you don't find out how to beat a Marth. You find out how to beat that player. So my Marth matchup is very poor. This is one reason why I don't like Falco, or I have a hard time playing Falco, is that with Fox, if you mess up a little bit, you have you can recover from quite a distance, and you can really, if you screw up, it's not game ending. Whereas with Falco, you have at least a much more limited recovery than you do with Fox. So I have a hard time, playing Falco because my skills aren't there, and especially playing a character with Marth, is 2 forward smashes and game over. There's nothing I can do. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to learn these matchups, the best I can, and I'm hoping over time I can get better and at least show in these matches that I'm definitely getting better. In the end, I'd like to at least up until the point right before KTR 3 that I'll be at least good enough where I can make a showing. To be honest, after playing and practicing a lot, I'm really noticing that the amount of time I can put into and the amount of time between then and that tournament and now, I may not be as good as I was originally thinking. So I might actually extend this series. Maybe make KTR some sort of middle ground, and maybe even save some money to go to Evo or something. Honestly, I don't know. That's really tough for the way things are going. It's a lot of money to go to a tournament like that, a lot of time to put in. But I guess that's it for now. The match is about to end, and yeah, didn't mean to spoil it, but yeah. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys can, just leave some kind of comments. It'd be nice to get some critiques on not only the series, but my gameplay. That's what I was really hoping for with this section of the series. And if you could, like, subscribe, spread this around. Follow my Twitter, twitter.com/row_smash. And once again, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.